Welcome to my channel. These are divorce stories of everyday people like you and I who felt they would have done things differently if given another opportunity to right their wrong. If this is the sort of stories you like, subscribe to my channel so you can get a notification whenever I upload a new video. Let's get right down to it. Number 1.
He wanted some having and holding. He wanted a little romance and vacations, but I was too busy with work and I pushed him away. My job was my priority. My marriage was second. I wanted to be successful in my profession that I forgot the little things that matter most to my husband. Like spending time together just talking, going on vacations, and having fun together like we did before marriage. He wanted to inject a little romantic night here, some candlelight dinner there. I didn't have time. We talked less, we touched less, we had less and less of each other as I immersed myself in my career. He knew I was ambitious but just wanted to have just some moments with me. Little by little we became distant, and one day he left. Now I regret that I didn't take my man serious. You don't know what you have until you lose it. Don't be like me.
Number 2. I didn't take care of how I looked. He did everything to motivate me to take care of myself, but I ignored the signs. After we got married, I became nonchalant with the way I dress. I was a stay-home mom and he worked in a multinational company. He worked with professional women who dressed gorgeously every day. They wore beautiful perfume and makeup. I became less and less interested in my look. I didn't go out anywhere. I just took care of the kids and let myself loose. He left me in pajamas in the morning and met in the evening loosely dressed. Then one day after 10 years of marriage, I found him cheating. She was pretty and well put together. It broke me and I asked for divorce. Somehow I knew I caused it, but I couldn't cope with the reality of him in another woman's bosom.
Number 3. Our initial years were full of fun and excitement. Over time, I started taking my husband for granted. He was loving, beautiful inside and out. The kind of man every woman prays to have. He cooked. He did the house chores. He massaged my legs after a long day at work. He did practically most things I should do as the wife. He just loved to pamper me, but I took him for granted. I couldn't care if he ate or not. I cheated on him and he still forgave me. Then one day, I told him I didn't love him anymore, that I needed a divorce. He cried and pleaded, but my mind was made up. The more he begged, the more irritated I got. My ego blindfolded me because I made more money than him. One day I returned from work and he was gone. I am in a new relationship, but just last night, the man I left my husband for beat me and knocked a tooth out of my mouth. I can't even tell anyone what I am going through because they warned me I was making the biggest mistake of my life if I let him go. I want my ex-husband back, but he said that would never happen again. He is still single. What should I do?
Number 4.
I didn't appreciate my husband and made him feel he wasn't good enough for me. I criticized the way he ate, the way he walked, his dressing, his choice of clothing, his choice of restaurant, the way he spoke. I criticized everything. Even the way he drove earned my criticism. But he was the nicest man I ever met. I compared him to my ex-boyfriends. He was so good to me. He never cheated on me. He was a perfect husband. I didn't appreciate him at all. I thought, if I told him often he wasn't good enough, he would think no one else would want me. I was insecure, I guess. Unfortunately, he met someone who told him how wonderful he was and he just fell in love with her. One day he came home and said he had started dating someone else. I asked him if he wanted a divorce and he said an emphatic yes. I regretted asking that question because that answer bruised my ego. He packed his stuff and left. I wish I treated him well. I wish I stopped that behavior before I married him. He wouldn't even text me. I wish he would just take me back. I know I can never meet anyone like him again.
Number 5.
I blamed my husband for all my mistakes and I never took responsibilities for my actions. I disagreed with him on everything. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, it is argument and nagging galore. We quarreled, but all of the fight were initiated by me. That was no day that went by without a shouting match. I never took responsibility for anything even when it was very obvious that I was in the wrong. There was no peace. It was like I wanted problems all of the time. I could have changed. I should have changed. I would have changed if I understood the effect of what I was doing on my man and marriage, but alas. One day, my husband left me. He had had enough of me. He said he wanted peace and tranquility so he would live a long and fulfilling life, and he didn't see that happening with me.
Number 6.
I wish I was kinder to my husband, but he felt more like a loser with me. Now that I think about it, I can't understand how after listening to him repeatedly say how frustrated he was about his work that I told him I wasn't interested in whatever he was saying, because I was tired of hearing it instead of finding the best way to make him feel better. I cared more about his paycheck. My husband was a hard-working man, but every day he came home with complaints and problems from work and shared with me. While initially I tried calming him down, but with time I stopped paying attention to his problems. I was always too busy with my phone and social media that my husband became a shadow of himself. One day he was admitted at the hospital without my knowing it. When he didn't come home that day from work, I started asking around. It was then I realized he had been ill for some days, and since I cared less, he didn't want to bother me. I could have been more sympathetic and kinder. But he left me. Need I tell you that he left me for the nurse who took care of him? My loss was her gain. I tried to fight for my husband, but he didn't want me anymore.
Number 7.
3. I lied about my age. I lied to my husband when I first met him that I was 24. My marriage was beautiful and my husband was awesome. He gave me everything I asked. He took care of my parents and I couldn't ask for more. My children love their father and many of my friends envy me. Fast forward to 10 years later. My husband found out I was actually 30 years old when I met him. My friend had asked how we were preparing for my 40th birthday. It was the shock of his life. I couldn't lie my way out of the revelation. He couldn't believe his marriage was built on a foundation of lies. He said if I lied about my age, he wondered what else I lied about. It was more painful because my family members were in on my lie. He said he couldn't continue with the liar, so he left. I shouldn't have lied.
Number 8.
Too much physical intimacy. A major reason for divorce and lack of intimacy between spouses. My husband was 50 and I was 30 when I met him. We got married eventually, but few days after our marriage, he complained about my desire for excessive and never-ending desire for intimacy 6 times daily. I just couldn't stop myself. I had never been married before, so I thought it was normal and he would appreciate me more. I forced him to take medication and threatened to cheat on him. He didn't lose me, so he did as I commanded. It got so bad he was admitted in the hospital for abdominal pain because the lining of his stomach was inflamed, probably because of the medication and too much intimate activity. After he was discharged, he filed for divorce and the judge ruled in his favor because I didn't appear in court. My marriage of 3 months was over before it even started.
Number 9.
Truth matters. My husband was handsome and rich. He loved me. He paid attention to little details about me. He spoilt me silly. We had a chef, a cleaner, a driver, just name it. But he didn't tell me the truth from the very beginning. He should have told me at least and give me the opportunity to decide whether I wanted to marry him or not. I still don't know the full story, but he had a condition that made him get a prosthetic private part. It wasn't an issue before, but one day, the artificial thing broke off unexpectedly. I was beyond scared. He couldn't take the shame and humiliation because I never stopped talking about the fact that he led me into a marriage built on falsehood. I could never trust him again. Never. He asked for divorce and I honorably granted it.
Number 10. I tried to force love, but I failed woefully and fell flat on my face. My husband and I met as teenagers. He was handsome, a bit jealous and controlling. Our relationship was on and off, and finally we moved in together. We worked at our relationship through the good, the bad and the ugly times, and we came out stronger. Ours wasn't a thrilling and exciting romantic relationship, but it wasn't really bad either. We were practically husband and wife, except that we were not married. After living together for 8 years, he proposed to me and we got married. Not a holy matrimony, yeah. We both knew what we needed to know about each other. There was no hiding anything. Unfortunately, just 4 months after the wedding, the walls began to crack and the roof was already caving in. Reality began to dawn on us. We were never meant for each other. My husband missed his friends and his work was also demanding. He began to give excuses and I began to see less and less of him. He said he was unhappy with me and regretted the marriage. He no longer wanted to be in the marriage and he didn't want me in his world anymore. I was devastated. I wanted too much to make the union work, but every method I tried failed. I told him he could leave if he didn't love me anymore, and he left. Our 15 years of being together didn't mean much to him. It was gone with the wind.
These stories are experiences of everyday people who regretted how they conducted themselves in their marriage relationship. The stories might be entertaining, but they are pointers to what not to do if you want to stay in a committed monogamous relationship. I implore you, don't let your marriage become a divorce story. I love to leave you with this passage of the Bible. Philippians chapter 4 verse 8. It says, "Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me, or seen in me, put it into practice." I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell, like and leave your comments. Thank you for watching my video, beautiful people. Until next time, bye and God bless you.